I love hearing and reading about stories of success. It kind of gives us all hope when we read about someone's persistence and how they drove towards their goals, and after time and failures they finally get that dream. We love those Rocky stories, that underdog, going against all odds and being successful. Is there something that we can do that will help ensure or at least boost the odds of our success? There's no one principle or one thing that guarantees success, otherwise we'd all be rich, no one would ever fail at anything. But there is one principle that you'll rarely see someone be successful without, and that is persistence itself. Look at any successful person, from Oprah to Michael Jordan to Henry Ford to you name it, and you'll find lots of failures before they were successful. So how are we able to be persistent? There's lots of stories and principles that help encourage people to be persistent. You may have heard of the principle of it's often called the rock breaking principle, where you've got a large boulder and you're taking a sledgehammer and hitting it over and over again with seemingly nothing happening till you strike it that one time and the rock breaks in half. Well, it wasn't that one strike that broke it, it was all the others slowly jarring it to get it to that point where that one finally broke it. Another principle is called the law of the harvest. The law of the harvest goes like this: if you plant tomatoes, eventually you're going to get tomatoes. We would think it quite silly if someone were to plant some seeds, go out the next day and get upset because nothing was growing. Maybe even dig them up, see what was going on. We need to be patient with our goals, and we have to be persistent enough to be able to handle those obstacles and those problems that are inevitable. Rarely is success handed to us. We have to work hard to get to it. But we have to choose goals that really excite us, that even though there's a delay to achieving maybe our dream or full success with it, that there are small amounts of success that keep moving us forward. There is actually 3 questions that if you ask yourself and you can answer all 3 questions with the same answer, then you've got something that you can be setting a goal for, be persistent with, without giving up. Because I guarantee, even though I can't guarantee success, I can guarantee you'll have a pretty good time while you're pursuing your goal. And really, it's all about happiness. We may not, again, become famous or rich for whatever we're going after, but if we had a good time and a little measure of success, as in enjoyed it, that's pretty much all you're after anyway, happiness. So let's look at those 3 things and see if what your answer would be for them. Okay, so first question, what are you good at? So what are you good at doing? So that's question number 1. So think of all the things you can do. For me, I'm horrible at math. I'm not good at math, so none of my goals are going to involve math skills. I can rule out being an engineer or anything along that line. I do enjoy communication, writing, art, things along that line. Okay, second question, what do you enjoy doing? So again, what do you enjoy? Okay, think of all the things that you've done throughout your life. Again, gardening, working with your hands, art, playing instruments, arguing, or we'll call it debate, business, math. What are those things that you enjoy doing? If you enjoy doing it and you're good at it, then it's going to encourage you to keep moving forward with it. Okay, what's that last question? The last question is, What would benefit others, or what would people pay you for? In other words, what can you use that you're good at, that you enjoy doing, that brings some benefit to others that they would pay for? And so now the nexus right here, when you can answer all three of those, that nexus, that's your sweet spot, that's your strength. When you're engaged in an activity, when we're doing things that we're good at, that we enjoy, and if we can get paid for them, that's great. Until we hit that point, then you do it as a hobby. But when you're typically involved in something that we are good at and that we enjoy doing, it gives us energy. The Gallup organization has defined these as strengths. You know, when we're using our strengths, one of the side benefits that we'll see is it gives us energy. This is where you'll get involved doing something. Say you're an artist and you get into painting and drawing, and you look at the clock and man, 2 hours have gone by and you thought it was just 5 minutes. When we're involved in something we're truly enjoying, time doesn't seem to exist. You want to be persistent. Choose something that you enjoy doing, that you're good at, that brings benefit to others. That's something that you can be persistent with. As far as tweaking strategies towards your goal for being successful in some way, we need several paths up to the mountaintop. So have a plan A, B, C, D. In other words, the thing is pursuing what you love. If you're an artist, well, you know, do your art, try shows, do it as a hobby, put it on the internet, look at different ways to enjoy and share your art. Again, there's always different avenues, it seems like, for us to bring the best of ourselves to others. But if we're doing those things we enjoy and we're good at, then we're going to be persistent with it, because every time we engage in it, it brings us joy, it makes us happy, it makes us fulfilled. This is what we were created for. If you believe like I do that we were created in God's image, then we are creatures of creation. We were created to create. We're being true to our Creator, and we're being true to ourselves, and we're using it to bless others, hopefully. So if you want a chance at truly being persistent, that's about the only formula I know of. Stick with those things you enjoy doing, that you're good at, that can benefit others, and go for it.